Hey guys, I hope this message finds each of you safe and with your families and doing well. Time for just a little staff update. I'm going to be remiss if I don't start by sending out my appreciation to each of you during Teacher Appreciation Week. Um, the situation that we have right now isn't anybody's version of ideal, but I just continue to be in awe of you and the work that you're doing and not in the best situations, but taking care of our kids, taking care of our families the best that you can do. Our current situation and what's happening in our world is really showing everyone just how important schools and how important teachers are. And so, you know, this being Teacher Appreciation Week, I just wanted to make sure I send my special appreciation out to each of you, not just as a principal, a coworker, and a friend, but as a grateful parent of two buffaloes that are, having success right now because of what they did with you at Garden City High School. And so we have a great school, and it's a great school because of great people. Teacher Appreciation Week is going to look a little different this year than usual. One of our traditions has always been taking the opportunity to break bread and have a meal and do some things. Well, it's gonna look a little different this year. But I'm gonna have each academy kind of take care of how they deliver their teacher appreciation gifts and acknowledgments this year. So it'll look different for each of you, but just please know that there's a ton of appreciation and a ton of respect from all of us. But I wanted to deliver mine personally to each of you. As I said, not just as a principal and a coworker, but as a grateful parent. So thank you. Another special thanks to the 6 folks and then Mr. Meng, who managed the Associate Principal Search Committee during this last week and gave me some recommendations. They conducted 11 interviews over 2 days, so it was pretty exhaustive work. They did a great job, and I think it was just tremendous of them. They gave of their time, they gave of their energies to the betterment for Garden City High School. So thank you. I appreciate all of their efforts. With that being said, teacher appreciation and thank you. We need to recognize the May Teachers of the Month. Once again, nominated by teachers, voted on by administrators. 2 really great selections this month. First of all, James Beard and Dana Johnson. Both of them have been awesome during especially the last 5 or 6 weeks as we've been trying to find our new temporary normal. But were great leaders before any of this happened for their respective departments and the AVID program. So James and Dana, thank you. And I think they were great nominations from our staff. Along with being Teacher Appreciation, we also need to take some time to recognize and give our seniors proper send-off and acknowledgement for all the things that they've done. So counselors and Paul Lappin and administrators have been working hard to send out recognitions of the awards and acknowledgements that would normally be a part of our senior awards night. We've been doing this weekdays during May, so we've sent 2 out so far. Please be looking at the social media feeds each afternoon to see what the most recent recognition is. And if you know those students, you've worked with those students, they're a part of your programs, a part of your classes, give them a shout out. Give the kids, as they're moving on, the acknowledgement. It means a lot to them. It means a lot to their parents that their teachers recognize the outstanding work that they have been doing. So please take the opportunity, check those things out. I want to end today by giving you some information as far as the end of the year and what things are going to look like as we close up this year. along with some important dates. First of all, your associate principal in charge of your academy will be contacting you as far as the procedures and schedule they would like to use for you to be able to come back up to the school and start checking out of your classroom. Now, that doesn't mean that the instruction's done. That doesn't mean our work is done. That only means the physical piece of getting your materials and what you need out of your classroom can begin next Monday. And as far as what that checkout's going to look like, I'm going to leave it to each academy. But also the traditional checkout form may be not used this year. It may be more of a conference because the opportunity to have signatures by department chairs or the librarian or some of those other things, we may not be able to have that. But by next Monday, by May 11th, we'll have that figured out, and we'll know a little bit more about what checkout's going to look like, and you can begin working with your academy principal to get checked out of the physical space that would be your classroom. May 13th, next Wednesday, is and has been on the calendar the last day for seniors. After that, if seniors need to continue working with you for credit recovery and to keep working on passing that last class or getting their graduation credits, that's fine. But as far as assignments and what we would call traditional instruction, that's the last day for seniors. May 16th would have been our graduation commencement ceremony. Instead, Ms. Hamlin and several of the teachers are kind of working together on a senior send-off, some kind of a cruise or drive. If you would like to help or be a part of some kind of senior send-off, please contact Emily. I think she's working with perhaps a parent or two that want to get involved, and also the Mr. Whited and the Kansas Cruisers Car Club to try to organize something for our seniors. It sounds like we can do something really cool to acknowledge our seniors on their last day. May 20th through 22nd is what is being currently scheduled as far as iPad check-in, and then the 22nd is when your semester grades are due. I don't currently have the information as far as technology is regarding how they want us to do the iPad check-in or the schedule that they'd like to use or how much help they might need to do that. Once again, that's something I anticipate getting in the next week or so, but just I wanted to put that those dates on your radar. Okay. Now, please know that the end of the year and what you consider your essential assignments, knowing that we've got the 25 minutes of total commitment a day, teachers, I'm leaving that up to you. Okay. How you want to manage things at the end of the year and assignments between May 13th, the last day for seniors, and the 21st, which is the last day for everyone else, I'm leaving it up to you. If you want to just start doing credit recovery for kids that need it now, that's great. If you have, more content you want to try to put in, that's fine too. But I am not going to have any mandated finals or any final schedule. This is up to you. If you want to end the new content on May 13th and just use the last week for credit recovery, that's your choice. I'm leaving those things up to you as long as we stick through our grading guidance that we've given you, and as long as we stick to the 25 minutes of total student commitment a day. How that looks, that's going to be up to you. Okay, I'm going to leave you that freedom. As of right now, we are looking at holding a commencement ceremony on July 17th or 18th. We're going to reserve that weekend. We will have the exact format and the location to help with. We'll determine that as we get closer, along with the help of our health department. Our seniors and their parents have been great about responding to surveys in those surveys, they have indicated that they want as close to a traditional ceremony as they can possibly get. They do not want a drive-through ceremony, and they do not want last resort something virtually. But that, unfortunately, may be what we end up having to do. But they also indicated that they are willing to wait as long as they need to have that traditional type of ceremony. So our target date right now is July 17th or 18th. We have 2 days on there because one thing we may have to do is divide our large graduating class up into smaller groups, perhaps by academy, dividing trade and health in half. So we may have to have a trade graduation, a health graduation, an arts graduation, and a public service graduation. But we don't know yet until we get our guidance from our county health department. But I wanted all of you to know that those are the dates that we are shooting for. And like I said, I want to give kudos to our seniors and to their parents. They've been really great as far as providing information concerning this. And that's really all I've got for you guys. I wanted you to have the important dates, and I wanted to express my continued appreciation for everything that you're doing. In the meantime, if there is something I can do for you, please let me know. I'm just as I was before. I'm at your service now. Just because I'm not in my office, for you to swing by and visit with me doesn't mean that we can't communicate some other way. Once again, take care of yourself, and I absolutely cannot wait for the time that we're able to all be together again.